Hello, Aaron.
Hello,
Welcome.
Miss. Hello. Thank you.
So you said 1 minute. I think it was less than a minute.
Yeah, kind
So,
of. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I love this next topic. And my boy will be home soon. So, a couple, I guess I'll turn off my camera so you can see this little guy right here.
Okay.
Um, he was born in Hungary, and I got him when he was about just under 3 years old in Finland when I was living there, and had moved to Finland when he was about 8 or 9 weeks uh, to help the breed, and then when he was about 6, I moved him to the States, and he helped the breed here in the States. But there's only about right now about 200 dogs of his breed in the entire US. So he's a very
Oh.
rare breed.
Okay. You
Uh,
not say of its species.
uh-uh.
You say breed.
Breed, yeah. And
Okay.
species would be a dog.
Ah,
So
okay.
within the breed of the dog, for example, he's a Pumi, and then I think Viviana, she said that she had a, what was it? What did she say? She in the last class she had a dog. Can't remember what she said, but yeah, it's called a breed.
Okay. Okay. That's all. And you
Yeah.
said at the beginning he was born in Hungary.
Uh huh. Yeah.
You mean the
And
country?
in the country, Hungary. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And so like the Hungarian students, like for example Cornell. I immediately showed this to him. He's from Hungary, and he said he was like his response was, "Oh yeah, I know, I know that dog. I know that kind of dog," because there's
A
most of
lot of
the
them.
yeah, there's a lot of them in Hungary. They are rescue. They're basically any kind of dogs. And in Hungary, they're rescue dogs. They're you know sheep. They're sheep dogs. They're all kinds of working type dogs. Where here in the States, they're just show dogs and agility dogs. So
Mm,
so
sheepdogs.
sheep, yeah. He is is a Pumi, but a Hungarian sheepdog.
Okay.
So a sheepdog is one that actually they help the shepherds, and
Yeah.
sheepdogs usually are very human oriented. They're always around their humans, and so he is very much like that. He's always checking on me and making sure I'm okay and so forth. But
Oh, really?
yesterday,
Can you feel it from
oh
the
yeah,
dog? Yeah.
yeah. Yesterday, when I was it was early in the morning. I was asleep, and my mom's husband came by, and my mom's husband just lost his dog about 6 months ago, and so they started becoming pals, and my dog prefers to be with him than with me
Oh,
because
really?
I work all the time, and so he wants to be outside and stuff like that. And my mom's husband is always going places and takes him with. So I believe he's coming back today. So
Okay, okay.
but
And what is the race, specific race of
or the
this
breed
dog?
the breed is a Pumi. It's up here in the
Okay,
chats.
that's the name.
Yeah, yeah. So and welcome back, welcome David. So David, can you speak?
Yes, Holly,
Good, checking your
good to see you
checking.
again.
Good. Yeah, it's one thing that's really important. It's one reason why I always try to talk to everybody when they come is to check your microphones. So,
Yes.
Raul.
Hello,
Hello, Raul.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So, but you're not, your name Raul?
No,
Okay.
that is the name of my husband account. So
Uh-huh.
name is Lilia.
Linnea, yeah. I mean, every once in a while that will happen. You know, like they'll have the name will be completely different than what you see, and so every once in a while I'll say this can't be your name. So yesterday there was, if anybody remembers, the name it was Sabina on the class. If you
Okay.
you were in, but it was a guy. Sabina is a German female name, but his name was Maud Curie. So he wrote his name down. He said, "No, I'm not her. That's my wife." So what was your
Okay.
name again? Lillian?
Lilia.
Lilia. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And Daniel,
Hello,
is
how
this
are you?
is this the same Daniel that was
I'm
in Florida?
no, I'm Daniel from Uruguay, and I'm Daniel
Uruguay. Okay. The
from yesterday.
Yes. Well, the last class we had Daniel from Florida, from Spain, who's living in Florida. And then we have another Daniel from Spain. Thinking, yeah, Daniel from Uruguay. I was thinking you were from Chile. I knew that you were in
Yesterday, you said me I was from Colombia.
Yeah, I'll get you down. I'll get it down.
But for
Uruguay,
you,
Uruguay.
all South America is the same for you, Hollywood.
No, well, no, not really. Because the thing is, when I was a kid, we moved around a lot, and it seemed like every year we moved to a new school and a new curriculum, and every year the curriculum was different, and so I got geography like for 4 years in a row, and sixth grade I learned all about South America, and I remember doing a oral report on Bolivia and Peru.
Oh
And
yeah.
each one of us in sixth grade were given a different country, and some kids, somebody got Uruguay, and so
You have to check the Google Maps, so
yeah,
then you can learn the countries.
yeah. Well, I knew them at one time, but that sixth grade was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, Uruguay is the country that actually is doing a really innovative program right now with live online language training, which is the type of training that we are doing,
With
and
what?
it's called live online language training.
Uruguay is making.
They're doing something really good. In Uruguay, I think it's Uruguay, a lot of the schools are participating with the British Council.
Yes, that's
And
true.
yeah, and they're participating with the British Council, and the British Council is bringing in partners to help set up programs like this for their students.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
On internet, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so live online language training is training over the internet.
But for school, it's for school, primary school.
Yep, exactly. So I heard
For
about it 2 years ago.
Little children, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all I heard was that it was happening, but I have not heard anything else. So, but the person that was heading it up was a guy I met through a project, and he was living in Spain for many years, and he moved down to Uruguay for the British Council to help with that. So, a British guy. So we've got a second Daniel in here. So Daniel, I was telling you about the Daniel from Chile. He's actually not Chile. He's from Uruguay. So,
the photograph I am in with the sun is me.
Yeah, the one with the photograph.
Yes.
Daniel, second Daniel, Florida Daniel, can you speak? Okay. Oh, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. The topic today is on pets, and actually dogs and cats. And I was just telling Aaron and David and Lillian about my little dog. This is Alpo, and he is he's from Hungary, and I got him when he was about 3 years old when we were living in Finland, and he came back to the States with me when he was about 6, and now he's 11 years old. So he's now an older dog, and still very energetic, and people would not believe that he is a senior dog. So, but that's my little dog. So, Aaron, do you have any pets?
Yeah, actually, I have a cat, an orange cat,
Uh-huh.
and well, what I have to say is this is the first cat I've got that is likes a lot of play, likes to play very much.
Uh-huh.
I haven't got anyone like this, and well,
Oh,
I'm pretty happy with him, with
uh-huh.
it.
Okay. So,
He likes staying at the roof. When there's a kind of a sunny day,
uh-huh.
they just lay it in the ground or whatever they
Mhm.
are and just take the sun.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
it's very funny. Yeah,
Uh, the,
sometimes it just behaves like a dog.
uh-huh.
Yeah, here in the family we have just uh, seen that. Like sometimes it behaves like a dog when dogs when you arrive at home, the dog comes out and
Greets
is
you.
okay, yeah, and like he wants to be given strokes, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, this cat does the same.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah, well, that's nice because there's a lot of people have like, my sister's dog is a black dog, and we call her the cat-like dog because she climbs on the furniture just like a cat does. So it's actually quite funny. So
Yeah, just the opposite as mine.
yeah. So all right, Daniel from Uruguay. Do
Yes.
you have a cat or dog? And if you guys are able to, it would be fun if you could share a picture. But if you can't, that's no problem.
I had a cat and I it was impossible to have it here because I live in a building and I had to take it her
Mhm.
to a neighborhood with gardens because here where I live I don't have a garden, so
Mm.
it was not good for the cat.
Mhm.
And I take it to another neighborhood with gardens.
Mhm.
And today I was thinking about having a dog, but I was thinking about that, but I don't have a dog either.
Uh-huh. But you've thought about getting a dog.
Yes, today I was thinking about that. Yes,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
it's a very good friend, and
Mhm.
so like I live alone, so perhaps it's a good friend to live,
Yeah. A companion
a
is what.
companion. Yes,
Yeah. That my dog was, especially when I was living alone, my dog was the best companion, and I had no idea what I was missing until he came into my life, and I'm like, oh, so awesome, so nice to have somebody greet me at the door. So.
yes. I think it's gonna be good for me to have a dog that
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
I need some love.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So one thing though, the
I
difference
need
between
love. Yes.
difference between a dog and a cat is a dog needs to get taken out more, where the cat can be left alone. So,
Yes. Yes.
all right, Daniel.
Good.
Next, Daniel, Florida.
Yes.
Daniel, can you speak? Daniel. Okay. So, Lillian, do you have a cat or a dog?
Yes, I have two dogs.
Hmm.
Uh, they didn't have a special breed because I adopt them.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It was homeless dog. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
that word is it's correct to say
Okay.
like
Yeah. Well, what we either would call them a stray dog.
okay.
Or if they were a stray dog is a dog that has no home and has no owner. Okay, a stray dog or a stray cat. Where and then another word for stray cat would be an alley cat, or and then a feral cat. More words for cats and dogs. Or if the dog was rescued,
Yes.
and you got them from a vet or an animal hospital, then they would be a rescue dog or a rescue cat.
Okay.
So it depends on how you got them. So.
Okay.
A street cat is from the street.
Yeah. A street cat, yeah, that's another name. So there's a lot more names for cats. Street cat or alley cat, feral cat, and feral means wild. So you can actually say, for example, a feral child. A feral child would be a child that the parents are so bad that they're not being parents, and the children are just left to themselves. They're called feral children. So that's a real sad situation. But anyway, yeah. So you have two rescue dogs. Tell us about them, Lillian.
I got them when they was 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
They are brothers, and now they have they are a year and a half, and they one of them are male and female. And
So one is male and one is female?
Yes.
Okay, so they can't be brothers, they're siblings. They were siblings.
Okay.
Okay. So one is male and one is female. Continue.
The male, he had a lot of energy. He jumped a lot. He learned many tricks, like I don't know, jump and speak, like well, speak is like when I don't know the word they bark. Yes, they bark.
They bark.
And I really love them. I don't know.
And they are, so you do not know, they are probably a mutt, which is, a mutt would be like a mixed breed.
Okay.
So if a mutt is, nobody really knows what the breed is, because might have characteristics of a bunch of different ones. So, okay, question for you. Now, one of the things that Lillian was doing, which as a pet owner, I totally agree. She was saying he jumps a lot, he learns many tricks, they bark a lot. Now, in English, we will use the pronoun he and she for animals if we know the name, if we know the sex, if we have, if we know the animal. But if we do not know the animal, then we will use the non-referent, the it.
Yeah.
So for example, if it's a horse and it's in a pasture and you know nothing about the horse, then you would call it it.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
And Holly, when with the babies, is the same.
With the but in we wouldn't actually say babies. We would say for dogs, of course, they're puppies.
No, but no, not human babies, because when I learned English 40 years ago, the teacher told me that the babies and the animals they say with it.
Oh wow. Let me think.
40 years ago it was.
Yeah. So the language has obviously changed. So
Oh,
let me
yes.
think. Um,
So the baby is he
I
and she.
I don't I don't think you would ever call a baby an it in front of the parents. Um,
But the teacher told me that.
but you probably could get away with it, but do not do it in front of the parents or the family members.
Yes.
So I think normally what you know, the social norm of what people usually do is we will say to them, what is the baby a girl or a boy, so that we know. We will ask right away if we cannot tell, because so that we use the right pronoun with a baby. With a dog we don't normally.
Yeah.
So
You know, I learned English in the 70s, and my teacher learned English in the 40s. So
40s, yeah. Yeah.
So she used to speak like that.
Yeah, I recognize every once in a while when somebody, based on, oh yeah, you learned English by somebody, I recognize that completely. So, hello Jacob, how are you?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone again. Okay, I think he must be. This is the second time he's come in, so he must be trying to figure it out. So, and a lot of times the new people always put their video on because it comes up automatically. So, okay, all right, let's go on. You guys know how to share pictures if you want to share with something. On the toolbar, the square with the white arrow. If you wanted to share a picture or something, you could do that. Use that. So
The white arrow.
yeah, I think you guys might have it, because I know there are some students that use it. So it's right under the chat, the Google chat, and then there's a green box with a white arrow, but maybe not. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through dog idioms and cat idioms.
Yes.
So I hope you guys like idioms. One of the things that I want to just caution you on is it's important to learn idioms, but it's not really important to use the idioms. And the reason for that is because the idioms have to sound natural. And if somebody tries to use them where it's not natural, it sounds wrong. So I try to teach the idioms, but I encourage you guys to really use it and keep it in your passive vocabulary, so when you are talking to a person like myself, you understand me. So, but only use the idiom if you are if it comes out natural, and that comes with fluency. So, and I
Like
just
confident enough
yeah.
to speak out.
Exactly. When you're confident, when you're fluent, all of a sudden you will start using idioms and you don't know you are. That's when you should use them. So, okay, so one's bark is worse than one's bite. Does anybody know what that means? If
It's
your
a
bark...
metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Uh-huh. And talk to me. Can you explain the metaphor?
It's used for men and women, not for dogs.
Yeah, and well, all of these are. But say, for example, if you're scared of a person, usually one's words are worse.
Words that I should.
So one's words are worse than one's actions.
Yes.
They talk a lot, but they don't do a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so you might be worried about that person. It's like, and then you say to the person, "Oh, don't worry. Their bark is worse than their bite." So then everybody's like, "Oh, good, okay." Now, what does it mean to bark up the wrong tree?
Bark up the wrong tree. That you made a mistake.
Yes. It's basically, for example, to choose the wrong course of action, to ask the wrong person. So you're barking up the wrong tree here. And Jacob, are you able to speak now?
Yes.
Awesome. So where are you calling from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta? And are you a non-native speaker?
No, I speak English natively, learning Spanish.
Oh, and you came in just to observe?
Yeah, this is my first hangout.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I might have
Awesome.
to go in a bit, but
yeah, I
thank you.
wondered because I recognize the Koch last name. We have a lot of Koches in my area, so.
Yeah, I actually say it Coke, like Coca-Cola.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. So yeah, the people in my area say Koch. So.
Yeah, Koch, Ed Koch is the mayor of New York.
Yes.
He's very
exactly.
famous.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So, okay. So welcome, then.
Bark up the wrong tree.
So
Thank you.
bark up the wrong tree means to choose the wrong course of action, to ask the wrong person. So if you ask somebody a wrong question, they might be you might say to them, if somebody asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you could say, oh, you're barking up the wrong tree. Okay.
Yes, here in Spanish, we say, in my country, we say to piss out of the bowl.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. So,
Yes.
okay, next one, dog eat dog. We use this as an adjective. We might say, it's a dog eat dog world, for example.
I'd say incredibly competitive.
Yes.
Dog eat dog.
Means every man for himself.
Mm-hmm. And it's basically you're ready or willing to fight and hurt others to get what you want. So in some industries, you are always more than people. You have to be careful. You have to watch your back, because every man is for himself. You have to take care of yourself.
Okay, like that kind of person is going to get what he wants by any means necessary.
Exactly, because it's a dog eat dog world.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Dog eat dog.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person, a dog eat dog person. Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, no, you wouldn't say. You would actually say. Usually, the way I have heard it said is it's a dog eat dog world. So be careful. Watch your back. Don't trust anybody because everybody is willing to people are willing to fight and hurt you. So be careful.
Oh, that's a paranoid idea.
All right. Every dog has his day. Any idea what this would be?
Every dog has his day.
So.
Means everybody has their moment of fame. It's like 15 minutes of fame in a way.
Oh.
Yep.
Or the opposite.
Yep. Everyone will have his chance or turn. Everyone will get what he deserves. So 15 minutes of fame is another one.
I guess 15 minutes of fame, but every dog has his day means more. It means he'll get what's coming to him. Mm-hmm. That's another idiom?
Yeah, exactly. He'll get what's coming to him. Exactly. So, to fight like dogs and cats. Any idea what that would be?
Yes, the same in Spanish.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Lillian? Do you know that one? To fight like dogs and cats.
Yes, and like cat and mice.
To argue and fight with somebody.
Yes.
So, siblings, or brothers and sisters, or siblings, many times will fight like cats and dogs.
Yes, of course.
So, Aaron, did you have a brother or sister close to you in age?
Well, I have some my friends' siblings.
Huh?
Yeah, they fight like dogs and cats and dogs.
Oh, do they?
Very often. Yeah, it's kind of uh, uh, an upsetting moment, can I say?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When I get to his house. Yeah.
When you see that, because they're always fighting. And another saying for that is called sibling rivalry.
Okay, sibling rivalry.
And
Okay.
that's where, and it's pretty common among brothers and sisters or among siblings to fight, and so but it depends, of course, on the kids. So, okay, the top dog. No, go to the dogs.
Go to the dogs.
So, what do you think it is, Daniel?
I don't know, but perhaps it's going to the point. Explain the situation. What do you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
to deteriorate, to become bad.
Bad. So,
Oh,
yeah,
go to the dogs.
yeah. No, and this is an idiom that I understand if I hear it, but I've never really used it very much. Jacob, do you use this one?
Yeah, that one's not very familiar with me.
Okay.
My wife says it's not very familiar to me. My wife says, "To heck with you." That's her translation.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not usually okay. It's not usually said to someone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. She says it's like our country's going to the dogs, like we're going down.
Yeah, I think that's what, because I don't actually, this is one that I don't actually use, but I chose to keep it on here because we do hear it, but I think that what Jacob just said, our country's going to the dogs, is actually how a lot of people will say that. So as, you know, a lot of people have been complaining, I've heard today several people complain about their government and their politicians in different countries, and that's because, you know, many of the politicians have gone to the dogs, you know. So,
Yes.
all right, to see a man about a dog. Now, I was watching a show earlier today, a really old one from the 1980s. I don't know if you guys know the show with Ted Danson, Cheers. Do you guys know that show?
Yep. I don't know. I don't know it.
Yeah, well, it's called Cheers, and the main character said in it, "I'm going to see a man about a horse. I'm going to go see a man about a horse." So to see a man about a dog or to see a man about a horse is to leave for some unmentioned purpose, often to go to the washroom.
Yeah, I think it's usually see a man about a horse. Actually, I'll use this when we're out in the wild, when we're out in the woods or whatever. It's kind of a joking way that men say, "I got to see a man about a horse."
Yeah.
We actually use to see a man about a horse. Man about a dog I haven't really used, but either or. You say, "Okay, I got to go to the bathroom." It's kind of a joking way, especially when you're around women, that you don't want to say, "I got to go pee."
Yeah.
You say, "I got to see a man about a horse or a dog."
Where the women will not say that. We will usually say something like, "I've got to go powder my nose," or "I've got to go to the little girl's room," or something like that. Where the men
it's always
will
said
say,
in jest too.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what you're talking about, but it's said kind of playfully.
Yeah.
I don't understand the expression. To leave out for some unmentioned purpose, often to go to the washroom. Washroom is bathroom.
Washroom is bathroom. Yeah. So so if you need to go pee, if you need to go to the restroom, you need to go to the bathroom, and you don't want to say, I need to go, I'm going to the bathroom. You can say that, but some people don't. They say something else.
Okay, like saying it in a more softer way.
Yeah, well, it's a funny kind of it's a funny and a joking way.
Another way that doesn't have to do with animals is I'll say, "I need to go to the little boy's room."
Yeah. Very
common. Kind of joking way.
Little boys.
Yeah.
And how do you say
it's another way of saying it.
Want to go to the bathroom? And how do you say in this expression?
Well, a lot of times that's what we're saying is a lot of times that that we actually don't say I need to go to the bathroom. Sometimes we will. It depends on what company we're in. But most of the times we usually will not say that. For example,
How do you
I
say
need to
it?
go to the little girls or boys room. The men will say I need to see a man about a dog. A woman will say
A
I
man
need
about a dog.
yeah,
Oh,
I need to powder my nose.
I guess I'd say if you want to be very formal, if you're amongst company that you don't know that well, I'd say I need to use the men's room or the restroom.
The restroom
But
or the men's
if you're
room.
with friends and you want to joke around, you'd say I need to see a man about a horse. Ha ha
Mhm.
ha ha.
Yeah.
It's just a
a man
funny,
about
silly
a
way of saying
horse.
it.
Yeah. It's kind of it's a fun way to say it. And you say it around friends and things like that. But the formal way would be, I need to go to the restroom. Now, keep in mind that outside of the U.S., in the U.S., a lot of people will use the word toilet. For
Toilet,
example,
yeah.
I need to go to the toilet, right? Now, in the U.S., we consider that kind of strange and kind of rude. We would
Yeah,
never
it's a
say
little
that.
crass.
Yeah, I had this is a kind of a funny situation. There was a man who was he was an international speaker, and he went to Finland, and he was telling me that he went to this place, and he said to the people, "May I use the restroom?" And the people were not very good at English, and they said to him, "Well, we don't have a restroom here." And
Yeah.
he was really surprised. What do you mean you don't have a restroom? And the reason was because when they think, no, I think he actually said bathroom. Really, he said bathroom, and the reason they that he did they said he said bathroom, and the reason was because what was it? In Europe, especially in Europe, but in other countries, bathroom is where you have the shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where in North America, and this
Interesting.
guy was Canadian, we will use the room bathroom or restroom to be used for the word toilet. But in these two countries, in Canada and the U.S., if you say, I need to go, where is the toilet, it is considered rude.
Yeah,
Now, in
I'd say
British,
more
Really?
yeah, in
restroom or men's room.
men's
Restroom
room,
or men's room.
or
Or
just,
women's room.
yeah. Now,
Ladies' room.
in British English, it is completely and totally fine to say toilet. And that is one thing that when I moved to Europe was very strange for me to get used to, is that really, I mean, they use the word toilet. So
It's not rude in England.
you know, in England they even have signs that say, toilet this way, where we would,
Oh, here in our
yeah.
culture, if we have to go to the bathroom, we say I go to the bathroom, and
Mhm.
it's not rude.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, in Spanish here in Peru, at least in Peru, we have also a peculiar and funny ways to say this.
Mhm.
I actually used to, well, every people here used to, if they want to say it in a polite way, we say like the name of a politician. We go to talk to a politician.
Uh-huh.
Like, for example, I would say, hey, excuse me, I gotta talk with Bush. I would send
Mhm.
them your greetings, something like that.
Mhm.
Especially when you go to poop, not to pee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, I've got to talk to Bush. So you have a similar saying in Peruvian Spanish that you don't say in Uruguay. Interesting.
Oh no, but a funny way of saying, but it's saying I'm gonna change the olives water.
You want to change the olive water? Okay, then you guys do say stuff like that as well. Okay. So then,
But it's rude.
oh, it's
It's a
rude.
joke.
Okay.
It's a joke. It's a
Mhm.
joke with friends.
Yes,
Only
and
with friends.
exactly. And
Okay.
to see a man about a dog or to see a man about a horse would never be said at work. Oh, you would only say it around close people or friends. It's also considered a joke. So another, otherwise you would say restroom or bathroom, but never say toilet in American English. So, okay, top dog. Top dog is the most important person in an organization.
A leader.
Yep. And usually the top dog in, like, who's the top dog in your group? Okay, and then this last one is also a saying, and maybe you guys have this in Spanish as well. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. So do you guys have the same saying in Spanish? You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes, we say the same in Spanish.
Okay. So, oops. Didn't mean that to happen. Okay. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Okay. So, in your opinion, Aaron, in
Yeah.
your opinion, is it possible to teach an old dog new tricks?
Mm,
And this is like
yeah, quite difficult, because an old dog and an old person have seen a lot of tricks along his life,
Mhm.
and that's why it's kind of difficult or hard to get across to him a new trick, I don't know. Sometimes old people don't like to be advised with some kind of tip. They are kind of pride of themselves, of themselves.
Mhm.
Too pride, yeah.
They're proud of themselves.
Oh, proud. Okay,
Proud.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the word.
Proud of themselves. Okay. All right. And so let's ask about another one. So Daniel, have you ever barked up the wrong tree?
Lots of
Lots of times.
lot of times in my life, yes.
Okay. All right. And Lillian, do you know someone whose bark is worse than his or her bite?
Yes, I think more common in the work. I don't know.
In the work environment? Yeah. Yeah. My sister is very, very shy. And sometimes she comes across like she's angry. And she's not really. She's not angry, but the way she responds to people, it's more fear. It's because she's scared and she's fearful. And so she for her bark is worse than her bite. And I'll tell people that all the time. Don't worry, her bark is worse than her bite. Don't worry about it. So, Aaron, tell me about the top dog in your organization.
Yeah, well, the top dog, it's the main chief, if I can say. Um, it's the boss of all the rest of the bosses behind him. Yeah, and when someone wants something done, maybe a favor or something like that, they go straight to him in order to explain what are their problems about, what are um, maybe maybe they can offer some kind of I don't know if that person is is corrupt or something. I just don't know him well, but there are some kind of person that wants to have this like the other idiom, because this is a dog eat dog. There are a lot of
Dog eat
persons
dog.
that
We would
want
actually.
want
We would
to
say.
get things done by any means necessary, and that's that would be one way to go to straight to the top dog. Yeah.
Exactly. So because it's a dog eat dog world, sometimes people just go straight to the dog, the top dog. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, let's go on. We've got some cat idioms. Anybody know what a cat burglar is?
Burglar, no. Burglar.
So,
I sometimes there was a time there once I tried to steal a cat because it was really nice. I don't know if this fits in the meaning.
no, a cat. But you tried to steal a cat?
Yeah, yeah, because it was too pretty. Yeah,
Oh wow.
but
So
I
you,
was caught
how
in the
old were
middle of
you?
trying to it has been 3 years ago or so.
3 years ago?
Yeah, yeah. It was like 28, something like that. I
Okay.
never tried to steal anything, but I
Just a
didn't know.
burglar.
I just thought
You like that cat?
this one was a stray cat, and that's why I tried to do that.
Uh-huh. Okay. But a cat burglar is a burglar who enters a building by climbing a wall, etc.
But it's a thief
What?
or some, it's a thief
A thief.
or yes?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It's a thief. So if you're a cat burglar, bear with me a moment. I pressed on some things I shouldn't have on my computer. Right now I'm in Google Images, and let's type in cat burglar, and this will give you an idea. So this is kind of the stereotypical cat burglar. That's all dressed in black, and they're climbing through the windows to get in, and so forth. But the main idea of a cat burglar is it is a thief.
yes.
So, okay. So when I was a child, I was very shy, just like my sister, and people would say to me, and it would frustrate me to no end. They would say to me, "What's wrong with you? Does a cat cut your tongue?" And I'd be like, no, the cat.
I think it's similar in Spanish.
Uh-huh. So what does it mean, Lillian?
When that it's you are shy and you don't want to speak.
Yes. One cannot speak because of shyness. Yes, exactly. Okay. So the next one, a cat nap. Any idea what a cat nap would be?
Yeah, like when cat gets asleep or tries to.
It has nothing to do with the cat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that is
Remember, it's an idiom, right? So idioms.
cat is always snapping.
Yeah, cats are
Yeah.
always napping. So
When-
a cat
when you have
nap.
a little rest or
Mhm.
siesta.
Yes, it's basically a siesta. How long are these siestas in your countries? Do you even take? I know some countries take siestas, some do not.
Maybe 30 minutes?
20,
Yeah.
30 minutes? Yeah. That's a cat nap is normally 20, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yes.
Yeah.
The
No.
modern siesta is 30 minutes.
Uh-huh. And now we also call a siesta or a cat nap a power nap. Usually if it's 20 minutes, it's a power nap. It's a cat nap or a power nap. So then power nap has only been around for maybe the last 15, 20 years. So a copycat, anybody know what that would be? Any idea? So they have a lot of copycat crimes right now, where somebody does something and then somebody else does the same thing because it was successful.
It's like an actor.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
someone who copies another person's work is a copycat.
Oh,
Um,
yes, yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think there are a lot of materials, maybe toys, or
Mhm.
maybe a lot of devices that are come from China. They seem like a lot of copycat things.
Yeah, they are. And or for example, the school shootings. Many times the school shootings. I know Finland had three in 2 years. In Finland, they had three school shootings, and they called them copycats. The first one was okay, but then people hear about crimes and they'll it'll be a copycat crime. Or another example is if a child copies off of another child's paper at school, they're called a copycat. So
And to
anything
make,
that's copied.
for example, a plagiarism, you make, for example,
If you're a plagiarizer, you're a copycat. Yep.
yes, to plagiarize is a copycat. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Excuse me, what would be in order to have a copycat from classroom work? What would be the verb in order to have a copycat sheet, right?
Oh, you mean like when you're cheating and you have the little piece of paper?
Yeah, cheating, right?
Okay. Yeah,
To
you're
cheat.
cheating. You're cheating. That's to cheat. Um, to cheat, and then of course, if you have a little piece of paper that you are that you're copying from, it might be a crypt sheet, unless you're copying from the next person. But if you bring in a little piece of paper with the answers, it's called a crypt sheet.
Okay.
Oh, crypt sheet. Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. There's a class I do. It's called cheating. And it's interesting to hear everybody talk about how they cheated in school. It's hilarious. So okay. Curiosity killed the cat. Anybody know what that means?
Yes, it's the same in Spanish.
Is it the same in Spanish? Okay.
Yes.
So what does that mean? Can you explain it in English?
Oh, perhaps if you are curious, you have get into problems.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you are in the wrong place in the wrong moment, and seeing with the wrong person.
Okay.
Because of the curiosity.
So you're being too nosy, or curious may get a person into trouble.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
don't investigate.
Yeah. So we've got a fraidy cat. Anybody know what a fraidy cat is?
No.
This is actually a name that kids will give each other. And the other word is a scaredy cat. And then the other word, of course, is a chicken. What are you, a chicken? Buck, 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 chicken. Someone who is easily afraid is a scaredy cat or a fraidy cat.
Or a chicken. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The translation of American series on TV, they say you're a chicken.
Oh, really?
But they say it in Spanish, but they use it only in the movies and on the series.
Uh-huh.
Eres un gallina, but we don't say it. We don't say it in the common language.
Yeah.
But what we hear it in translation and on TV.
Huh. Yeah, and that's for a fraidy cat. So, what TV show is this that you're talking about, Daniel?
There's, for example, I don't remember because it was when I was a child. Abbott and Costello and all those.
Okay.
Very, very old.
Okay. Okay.
Batman, for example, Batman.
Have you guys heard of the Pinto car?
No.
There's
What's that?
There's a car. I'll show you. I don't know. I don't even know if it's in existence anymore. But back in the 70s, they had a car called a Pinto, and this was what it was called. And
Yeah.
apparently, I don't remember what they did some marketing for the Pinto down in South America, and they named it a certain name that actually meant in Spanish "no go." But no, they didn't do their homework when they started marketing the car down in South America. Have you heard about that?
No, never.
No.
Yeah, it
I saw
was in marketing textbooks and stuff like that.
South
But this,
America was very poor than that time, so
Uh-huh.
we didn't have.
it didn't have a lot of cars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Yeah.
poor South America.
yeah, and so I should see if I could find that. But I remember that's one example in textbooks that they say about a company that went wrong because they didn't actually do their advertising, or they didn't do some homework when it comes to what they call, in English they call it localization. You make sure that the product is right for that area, and the names are correct for that area. So it was funny though when I heard about it. And no, the Pinto was. I don't think they even have the Pintos anymore because they're ugly, frankly. So, and that's my opinion. They're ugly.
Let the cat out of the bag. What's that?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Let the cat out of the bag. What is it?
Let the cat out of the bag. Let's go to that one. To tell someone that it is supposed to be a secret. So don't let the cat out of the bag. So if you let the cat out of the bag, you have told a secret.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then to play cat and mouse with someone is to tease or fool someone, to change between different styles of behavior when dealing with someone. Let's go to this because we're actually almost done. Okay. Tease or fool someone to change or be different types of behavior when dealing with someone. So you're playing cat and mouse with them. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're out of time today. So I want to thank you for your participation. I hope you guys learned some new words, and at least you've become familiar with these words, and then hopefully you can, when people are using these idioms, that you can know what they're talking about. So.
You have
Right.
2 more classes now.
I do, but I have an hour break. I am taking a break, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're coming back within an hour.
Yeah, I'm coming back in an hour. I have a class on countries, and then the next one is Do You Wish You, and they're all very different. So.
Okay.
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 I'll certainly be there.
Okay. See you guys then later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Bye, Holly. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
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 Bye.